Birmingham's a good place to start out to get comfortable with the whole kind of doing shows and stuff like that, because it's got wicked venues and a good following and other good bands, so it's a good place to start.
I think the exciting thing about Birmingham is that it's ready to embrace and relish what's happening in general culture across the world.
I first wanted to play the guitar when I was wagged a day off school with my mate. We went to his, and he had like a Les Paul guitar and a Marshall amp set up, and just kind of plugged it in and played a few things really loudly. And I was just like, yeah, I want to do that, man. I want to do that. So brought a guitar and just went from there really, and just took it day by day and just learned new things each day, sort of thing. I formed a band called Arcane Rage. We managed to play at the NEC actually through a competition and stuff, which was pretty sweet. Played at the O2 Academy in Birmingham as well. Just venues, cool little venues that attract the fans, sort of thing. That's kind of where we hit. So. I started writing a few songs. Took the drummer from my old band because we were kind of on the same wavelength. Wrote a couple of songs, sent some demos over to him. And currently we've done 5 or 6 jamming sessions and just wrote some riffs together and just kind of gelled really well. It's taken its time a bit, but it always does when you start up a band. But I'm happy with it at the moment. Obviously, music that's dominated by the charts is dominated by the charts because the people like that. I mean, back in the 80s and stuff, rock music was the thing in the charts, whereas these days, not so much. I think it's a really cool place, yeah, definitely. It's got some wicked venues. It's got an endless amount of talent. I think it's a really cool place for the music scene.
Kings of Queen!
many of the Birmingham City's events here, so from Arts Fest to Christmas lights switch on to days like today, which is St George's Day. Music is an important part of culture, and Birmingham is adapting and developing further to make sure that what we do here in the city entertains the masses. Music an important factor of that, from seeing people like, you know, Queen are rock legends from years ago, so Kings of Queen, to have them here. We've had a whole array of music here today.
She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot.
And many of the events that take place, whether it's the Christmas lights switch on or many of the other events over the period of the year, they all involve music. In only a month's time, we've got the Birmingham Pride Festival in the city, which attracts about 120,000 people for the it's Queen's Jubilee weekend this year. We've got the Queen's Jubilee going on as well, and all of those events will have music artists. I know the Saturdays, etc., are performing, but all of those events will have music because it's an important part, I think, of people's lives. So Birmingham is very much hands-on, and we'll be making sure that we offer the best that can be offered.
My name's Colin Wall. I'm the manager of Eddie's. It's a rock club in Birmingham. It was established back in the 80s at a different location to this, but unfortunately that place burnt down in 2006, and we've been here nearly 4 years now. Our customers are, well, it does range pretty much from 18 to 80. You know, we had a band actually play here the other day, and the youngest person on the stage was 62. There's a lot goes on in Birmingham. It's spread, because it's such a big city, it's spread literally from one end to the other, and then all the outskirts of it. There's a lot of live music goes on everywhere. You have to usually go to the big cities to get it all. The smaller towns only have 1 or 2 venues that can put it on. We've got a place here that we can hold 500 people. And we have actually sold out a few times to the bands that play here. I became a DJ in a youth club in Tamworth, where I live. That happened by chance, and 38 years later I'm sat here and I'm still doing it, still enjoying it, still getting that buzz out of people having a good time. I've played all sorts of music across the eras. Obviously, starting in the 70s, it was very, very different. The rave music scene killed a lot of what was going on, but I've moved away from all that, stuck with my rock stuff. I've been happy doing it, and I think I'll still be here when when all the air's gone. It's pretty much gone now, but when it's all gone, and I've got the old walking stick, I'll still be doing it then.